Mensa.
How long has this been going on?
6 months. Every time I get that craving, I call Flossie. She's a madam with a master's in historical romance. And then she sends me over one of those intellectuals.
So he was one of those guys whose weakness was really bright women. I felt sorry for the poor chap. I realized there must be a lot of jokers who starve for little intellectual communication with the opposite sex and would pay through the nose for it. To be honest, I was rather impressed with this idea. Intellectual prostitution. So then?
And now she's threatening to tell my wife about it.
Who?
Flossie!
Wait a minute. You just had conversations with the girl she sent over. So you didn't kiss, sleep with,
no,
or even touch any one of them.
No.
So what can they possibly threaten you with?
bath my hotel room. And now they have tapes of me discussing 1984 and Brave New World. And well, getting into some serious arguments and comparisons. They want 10 grand, or they go to my wife, Khula. You got to help me, Matthew, please. Khula will die if she knows that she can't turn me on up here.
Oh, so it's the same old call girl racket. A group of educated women here, though. Get Flossie on the phone for me.
What?
I'll take your case, Bob. But I get $50 a day, plus expenses. You're gonna have to repair a lot of clapping monkeys.
Okay. It won't be worth 10 grand. I'm sure of that.
Hello, can I help you?
Yes, I understand you can set up an hour of good chat with me.
Sure, honey. What did you have in mind?
Louise Carroll.
Alice in Wonderland or the other novels?
What's the difference?
The price, that's all. Symbolism will be extra.
What do you want?
50, maybe 100 for Alice in Wonderland. You want a comparative discussion, Lewis Carroll, Roald Dahl, literary nonsense? That could be arranged for 100.
Just Louise Carroll would be fine.
Okay, your name?
Ames. Matthew Ames.
Alright, so your place or?
Yes. No. Tomorrow. Room 303 at the plaza. I'll be alone.
You want a blonde or a brunette?
Surprise me.
Alright.
My work has begun, Bob. Now go home and wait for my call. Do not try to see me. If they call you again, tell them you're buying some time. You'll still have the best of my efforts to get you out of this.
Thank you, Mr. Ames.
When the little bluebird was a word song to sing spring, spring, and the little bluebird the little song to ring, ding, ding. When the little blue comes in the middle of the park, sing the tune of a it is made of echo since they're tearing up the falling clouds. And that's why it sings, carries the spirit out of that little last as the moon is not in space of that, up on the young and left, fast falling off. Looked up in old Amsterdam, not to mention the Finn, folks in Siam, think of fire, some arguments without me. They involve the even beans, that's falling romantic partners in favor, always the dark or the okay, cock, lamb, gave their wishes, even jealousy.
So I shaved, had some black coffee, and now I'm reading this stupid magazine. You really need to be patient in this line of work. Instead of you pursuing the subject, we let the subject pursue you. So it's been an hour, and I think it's her.
Hi, I'm Sherry.
Short curly hair, silver earrings, big specs, big leather bag, no makeup. They really know how to turn you on. I was surprised you weren't stopped. The managers can usually spot an intellectual.
I can handle them.
Of course. Shall we begin?
Sure. I think we should approach Alice in Wonderland as Carroll's justification of a parallel universe.
Interestingly though, not in the case of the mirror themes, explored later. I was bluffing. I wanted to see if she'd go for it.
No. Through the looking glass lacks the substructure of optimism.
Right. God, you're right.
I think Carroll reaffirms the inevitability of the nonsense, the use of it to question all about the normal world, in a naive yet sophisticated sense, plus giving them a Victorian age. Don't you agree?
I let her go on. She was barely 20 years old, but she had already developed the hardened facility of the pseudo-intellectual. She rattled off her ideas glibly, but it was all mechanical. And whenever I offered an insight, she faked a response.
Oh yes. Yes, Martin, yes, baby, that's deep. Of the tonic comprehension of the consistent irrationality. Why didn't I see it before?
We talked for about an hour, and then...
I have to go now.
Oh, of course.
Thanks, honey.
There's plenty more where that came from.
Sorry, what?
Suppose I wanted to have a party.
Like, what kind of party?
Suppose I wanted Salman Rushdie explained to me by two girls.
Wow.
If you'd rather forget it, though.
No, I mean, you can talk to Flossie. It's going to cost you extra.
Now was the time to tighten the screws. Now was the time to make the first attack. It's over, baby. You're busted.
What?
Talking Lewis Carroll for money is a crime. You can be in prison.
You louse.
Better come clean, Sherry. Unless you want to tell your story down in the superintendent's office. And I don't think he'd be too happy to hear it.
No. Don't turn me in, Mr. Ames. Not me. I just needed the money for my master's degree. I've already been turned down twice for a grant. Oh God. Okay, listen. I needed cash, alright? My friend told me about this married guy whose wife wasn't very profound. He was allotted to Pablo Neruda. She couldn't get it. I said, sure, for a price, I'll come to Neruda with it. I was so nervous that first time. I faked most of my responses. But he didn't care, he just didn't care. And then I got to know there were more guys like him. So many of them. Once I got caught. No, I got caught twice. I got caught twice. Once I got caught reading vast capital in the back seat of a parked car. And then I was stopped and frisked at the backstage of a poetry slam. And now this, and I'm a 3-time loser. Oh no!
Then take me to Flossie. How many of you are there? Where is your base? Tell me everything.